Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Evil Chess. I am the genius of Mega Pie Man, smartest man in the known universe. I have traveled across the lands to find a worthy opponent in the means that is chess, and have defeated them every single time, to the point that my only competition is a computer program that I created myself. So I have set this program up perfectly. I being, of course, evil Pick the Black, the computer representing the good that is in the earth, being white, the champion of this game, determines whether I take over the world or not. If I win, I release my nukes. If the computer wins, then it denies all of my nuclear passcodes. Let's start a new game and see what happens. First of all, we'd actually have to start a new game. Yes, quit and start anew. That is what I said, computer. Interesting start with your pawn going to the front, putting your pawn in the front line. It is but a pawn. It means nothing. But a best defense is a good offense. So I decide to start with a knight. What have you got? Another pawn? More front-line movement? Did you not hear what I just said about defense and offense? Well then, let's bring our other knight out into the battlefield. Oh, you're thinking you're tricky now. You're gonna bring your bishop out and try to take out my knight, are you? I don't think so. More pawn movement. Silly computer. If that is the game that you wish to play, then I shall move my pawns as well. They are but pawns. I have many of them. Oh, you're trying to set up a trap, aren't you? Oh, you think you're tricky there. You're thinking that if I use my knight to take out your pawn, then you will use your pawn to take out my knight. Well, that is not going to work, as I shall counter your pawn's movement. Oh, you're bringing your own knights out into battle. That was actually a very interesting move to make. You see, now he has opened up his pawn here, but I would be taken out by the rook. I could move here, but then I'd be taken out by the knight. Move here, taken out by the pawn. I think I shall leave my knight where it is and do some more frontline movement of my own. Let's make the front lines change, shall we? I need more players in the pot. Let's bring a bishop out here. See if we can do anything interesting. You took my knight! I was not expecting that. Well, it is but one knight. I do have a second, and you have left your pawn open for defeat. I claim it as my own. You're a bit trickier than I thought you were. That makes things very interesting. I could, of course, attempt to... I actually can't move my bishop out of the way, so nothing I do here will attempt to stop you from taking my bishop. But my queen is there to clean up the rooks, so that would be a very bad thing for you to do. Let's see what I can do here. I think that bishop is lost. Let's just move our queen. No, I shouldn't. That would put me in check. This computer is playing an interesting game. I think I'll just move a pawn. It is actually making me think. 1 up, 2 over, 2 up, 1 over. 2 up, 1 over. That knight can't actually do anything. I know it's an invalid move! I was clicking on it so that I could get a better look at computer. I understand the rules of chess. Let's think. As long as this rook is here, I'm unable to move my bishop, nor my queen. So we must take the rook out of commission. I have no pieces to do that with. This left me with an interesting conundrum. I shall just retreat my knight for right now. didn't play out how I thought it would. I was hoping I could draw him into making a move. I see no openings. That was a poor mistake on both my part and his. Now his knight is open for business. But if I go and take his knight, then my queen is open for business as well. And you never want your queen open for business. She is a one-man woman. So we shall move our king out of check. Computer, you are turning into quite a formidable foe. I am left with very few options. If I move you here, and if you take him, okay, we're good. Now, okay, let's move my king. We are doing a setup, ladies and gentlemen. And now, I shall take your knight. And if you take my queen, I shall take your rook! Look at that! I must retreat my king back into a more safe position. I think I am making quite a mess of the board. I'm running out of safe positions to put my pieces. Let's do this. I have a thought. If he can use his rook in an interesting manner, then I shall do the same! I am not above copying a computer. And I don't want to take his bishop, because then I will lose my rook to the queen, and that will leave me without a rook, which is a bad thing to do. So I shall move my bishop to a better position, in which opening it up to more options. If I move you here, then it leaves me open. I'm quite open. My fortifications are falling to pieces. My game is falling apart. This is not good for my self-esteem. You seem safe. Let's see if we can trigger your trap. White. Aha! You've left your pawn in the open. Actually, no. That would take his queen to take my knight. If I move here, though, I am still safe. Oh, drats! I did not see the connection. I feel like an imbecile now. You are making yourself an interesting opponent, computer. I created you well. I was afraid that when I put part of my brain into your mechanisms, that might make me a bit dumber, and I feel that it might have, since you seem to have taken my smarts. Moving your queen, that doesn't seem to help me very much. I'm starting to run out of pieces. I like having a lot of pieces. And I'm lacking. Nothing is open. Move you here, then you'll take that. Move you there, and then it seems to be open. Sacrifice one pawn for two. It is but a pawn. We shall take it. Give me your parts. Oh, goodness me. I did not see that. Oh, this is making things interesting. Very interesting. Let's move you back here. Just for a moment. Right there. You junk! You son of a junk! You're making me desperate here, computer! I don't like being desperate. Reminds me of my college anticipations. It's the reason why I destroyed my college. I'm running out of ideas. My pawn is safe in this position. My king is not. I feel this game is lost. I will not give up, though. I will continue until there is no chance. I feel as if there is no chance. Checkmate! Good game, opponent. We shall retry and try again at a later date. I must develop my strategies better. This has been Evil Chess with your host, Mega Pie Man. Good has triumphed for now, but we shall return at a later date, in which I will take over the world via chess.